about it. Then the two bidders have the possibility during 15 minutes to present their candidatures. Thereafter, the Secretary General will explain to you the process and the evaluation report, and following that, I would propose that we go then straight to the vote which will be electronic and which will be public as well, as you know. One additional remark, since this question was raised by some associations: there is no impact whatsoever on who wins the World Cup in terms of the slots for, by confederation for participation in this World Cup. The number of slots per confederation have been approved, including the half slot for the host confederation. So this has absolutely no impact in this respect. Good, let's move then to the voting procedure, and I'm going to read it in order to be precise. Dear members of the Council, dear delegates of the FIFA member associations, dear friends, in relation to the voting under this agenda item, and based on the voting procedure for the designation of the host country of the 2026 FIFA World Cup final competition, which you can also find on your e-voting device, I would now like to inform you about the voting procedure. The FIFA statutes stipulate in their Article 30, paragraph 2, that any decision that requires a vote shall be reached by a show of hands or by means of an electronic count. The voting procedure for the designation of the host country of the 2026 FIFA World Cup final competition also sets out in its Article 7 that voting may be conducted by electronic means. In accordance with Article 69, paragraph 2d of the FIFA statutes, if fewer than 3 bids are presented to the Congress, a simple majority, this means more than 50%, of the valid votes cast is required for a decision on the host association or associations. Also, voting under this agenda item will be conducted by electronic means. Furthermore, in accordance with Article 11, paragraph 1 of the Standing Orders of the Congress, abstentions are to be disregarded when calculating the simple majority. If a member association does not vote for any of the presented options, this shall be counted as an abstention. Based on the fact that 2 bids have been submitted and that the Congress may vote for either one of these 2 bids or to not award the rights to designate the association or associations of the 2026 FIFA World Cup final competition, you can vote for the following options: Morocco bid, United bid, or none of the bids. If you choose to abstain from voting, please do not submit a vote. Based on the votes possible, the following scenarios are possible. If one of the 2 bids, Morocco bid or United bid, obtains a simple majority in the first ballot, the respective bid shall be awarded the right to host the 2026 FIFA World Cup final competition. The other bid shall be deemed to be rejected, and this decision is final. If the third option, none of the bids, obtains a simple majority in the first ballot, both bids, Morocco bid and United bid, are deemed to be rejected, and the second phase of the bidding procedure shall be initiated, thus reopening the bidding process, excluding the 4 member associations that have already submitted a bid. The proceedings relating to this agenda item of the 68th FIFA Congress on the designation of those associations or associations of the 26th FIFA World Cup final competition shall be concluded. If none of the 3 options, this means Morocco bid, United bid, or none of the bids, obtains a simple majority, and if the number of votes for the option none of the bids is equal to the number of votes of the Morocco bid and the United bids taken together, both of the bids shall be deemed to be rejected and the second phase of the bidding procedure shall be initiated. The proceedings relating to this agenda item of the 68th Congress and the designation of the host association or associations of the 26th FIFA World Cup final competition shall be concluded. If none of the options, Morocco bid, United bid, none of the bids, presented in the 68th FIFA Congress reaches simple majority, and if the number of votes for the Morocco bid and the United bid taken together is higher than the number of votes for the option none of the bids, a second ballot shall be conducted. Please note that Article 4.2 of the FIFA regulations for the selection of the venue for the final competition of the 26th FIFA World Cup states that in the event that a delegate of the FIFA Congress has a conflict of interest, that delegate shall not perform his or her duties in connection with, and the member association represented by such delegate shall decline to participate in the voting process of the FIFA Congress for the decision to award the right to host the 26th FIFA World Cup. In this context, the delegates of the FIFA Congress shall, in particular, be considered to have a conflict of interest if they represent a member association whose bid is submitted to the FIFA Congress for its final decision to select the host association or associations of the 26th World Cup, or and are nationals of such member associations country. Please note that the delegates of the Moroccan Football Association, Canada Soccer Association, Mexican Football Association and the United States Soccer Federation have declined to perform their duties in connection with the voting process for the decision to award the rights to host the 26th World Cup. To the voting questions. The first question to be put to the 68th FIFA Congress in connection with the vote, the first question to be put to the 68th FIFA Congress in connection with the vote shall be: do you want to award the right to host the 26th FIFA World Cup final competition to the bid submitted by the Moroccan Football Association, Morocco bid, to the joint bid submitted by the Canada Soccer Association, Mexican Football Association and the United States Soccer Federation, United bid, or to none of the bids, thus reopening the bidding process, excluding the 4 member associations having already submitted the bid. This will be the question. In this case, the possible votes are Morocco bid, United bid, or none of the bids. The result of each ballot and the related votes by the FIFA member associations will be announced immediately after a vote has been conducted by showing them on the screen, and shall be made public on FIFA.com immediately after the conclusion of the Congress. In case of a second ballot, as described before, the question to be put to the Congress shall be: do you want to award the right to host the 26th FIFA World Cup final competition to the bid submitted by the Moroccan Football Association, Morocco bid, or to the joint bid submitted by the Canada Soccer Association, Mexican Football Association and United States Soccer Association, United bid. In this case, the possible votes are Morocco bid or United bid. If the second ballot should result in an equal number of votes for both bids, the bid that received the highest weighted average score in the technical evaluation report according to clause 3.5.3 of the bidding registration shall prevail. Following the decision, proceedings with regard to this agenda item at the Congress regarding the designation of the host association or associations of the 2026 FIFA World Cup final competition shall be concluded. I hope that this was sufficiently clear. You will see it anyway when you will vote, and before going there, we are, however, also giving the possibility to the 2 bidding nations, to the 2 bidders, to present their bids to all of you. We start with the United bid. Is it right? Yes, please. So I would like to ask the representatives of the United bid to come on stage and to present their bit. They have 15 minutes time to do so.
Good afternoon. Bonjour. It's a great honor to speak to you today. My name is Alfonso Davies. My parents are from Liberia and fled the Civil War. I was born in Ghana in a refugee camp. It was a hard life. But when I was 5 years old, a country called Canada welcomed us in. And the boys on the football team made me feel at home. Today, I am 17 years old, and I play for the men's national team. And I'm a proud Canadian citizen. And my dream is to someday compete in the World Cup, maybe even in my hometown of Edmonton. I played matches in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. The people of North America have always welcomed me. If given the opportunity, I know they'll welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfonso. Buenas tardes. Soy Decio de María, presidente de la Federación Mexicana de Fútbol. On behalf of the United Beat of Canada, Mexico, and the United States, I want to thank Russia for their hospitality. It is an honor to be here along with our friends of Morocco. In Mexico, football is not just a sport. Es nuestra pasión. Part of our culture, part of who we are. Hosting the FIFA World Cup is a great privilege. We will be humbled to host in 2026 and to share our passion with you. Today, we want to take you on a journey. Imagine how a World Cup in North America will look and feel. The people of our three countries will welcome you as brothers and sisters in football with open arms and open hearts. Your travel will be easy and affordable, and you and your families will have the visit of a lifetime. Desde las plazas y museos de la Ciudad de México, to the cobblestone streets of Montreal, to the beaches of Miami. This will also be a very special occasion for all of us in CONCACAF. In recent years, every other region of the world has hosted the World Cup, except us. By 2026, it will be 32 years. We believe it's time, finally, to bring the World Cup back to CONCACAF. And wherever you come from, you will find that our three countries are some of the most diverse in the world, with immigrants from every country. You will find the same traditions, languages, and food and music that you know and love. It will be like a great family reunion, enjoying our favorite sport together. Football for all. In a world where the forces of division try to pull us apart, a World Cup in North America will show how football unites us all as family and friends. And we cannot wait. Los estamos esperando.
Good afternoon. My name is Brianna Pinto, and I'm from the United States, from the state of North Carolina. I started playing football when I was 3 years old. For years, I was the only girl on my teams, but the boys didn't mind because I scored most of the goals. Today, I'm 18 years old, and I'm proud to play for the under-20 women's national team. I love football for so many reasons. It allows me to meet people from all over the world. Last year, we played against Iran. On the field, we were fierce competitors, but off the field, We shared meals and learned about each other's lives. Moments like that have taught me we may come from different countries and cultures, but deep down we're all pretty much the same. And we all love the beautiful game. Just as your countries allowed me to get to know you, I hope we can welcome you and show you who we really are. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, Brianna. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stephen Reed, President of the Canadian Federation. And on behalf of Canada and the people of Canada, a growing football nation that proudly welcomes people from all over the world, it's an honor to speak with you today. As our journey to experience a World Cup in North America continues, I invite you to imagine, as Brianna said, coming to our countries in 2026, where our stadiums are already built and operating. So why is this certainty so important? It means we can focus more on other areas, like delivering an unrivaled experience for players and fans from the moment they arrive until the final whistle. We'll welcome players and teams to world-class training sites and base camps, where players, coaches, and staff will have an environment tailored to their team and to their success. At kickoff, teams and groups will play in regional clusters, so players will have short travel times between cities. We'll cheer our teams on in iconic stadiums that evoke our shared football heritage, and state-of-the-art venues, some of the most technologically advanced in the world. And with the quality of our fields, players will be able to concentrate on what's most important, and that is delivering their absolute best performance on the day. With the latest technology, we'll offer fans a seamless experience, from buying tickets to arriving in country to getting to the match. And we'll work with FIFA to reimagine the fan experience, connecting fans digitally like never before. So whether they're in the stands or watching at home, every fan will feel like they're part of the game. Finally, we'll focus on what matters most. It's developing the game. When we engage more fans, as I've described, or when a child in a remote corner of the world is able to watch their team for the first time live on their family's mobile phone, we'll capture the imagination of more young people and inspire a new generation of boys and girls to pursue their dreams on the pitch. That's the certainty that our bid offers. That's where we'll invest our time, creating the ultimate experience for players and fans. As you'll see in this film, that's what we mean by football for all.
$500 million people from every background and belief and every corner of the world, in 3 countries, across 1 continent, united in friendship and respect, to host the single greatest sporting event in the world. Expanding the FIFA World Cup to 48 countries is brave, it's bold, and it will define the future of football. But it has to be done right. More than 1,000 players and millions of fans can be certain that Canada, Mexico, and the United States are ready to welcome you and deliver an extraordinary experience. Non-stop flights to our hundreds of airports, world-class transportation that's easy and affordable, millions of hotel rooms for every budget, and unforgettable host cities, from Toronto to Seattle to Monterrey. Players will arrive to 150 elite training sites and base camps, iconic stadiums, and state-of-the-art venues that are already built. The highest quality fields, all natural grass on every pitch, and an average capacity of more than 68,000 seats. 9,500 luxury suite and box seating.
We're also planning something special for 2026, an opening day like no other. 1 match in each of our 3 countries on the same day.
3 matches, 3 nations, with hundreds of thousands of fans in the stands. An 80-match competition with the best possible schedule that puts players first. Millions of fans at fan fests across the continent, And our incredible diversity will make every game feel like a home game. United as one. Canada, Mexico, and the United States are ready to join with FIFA and your member associations to shape the future of football. United 2026. Football for all. We're ready to welcome you.
Buenas tardes. My name is Diego Lainez, and I am from Villahermosa, Mexico. I have been playing football as long as I can remember. I love football. It means everything to me. But there's one thing I love more than football. The most beautiful thing in my life. My family. When I was a kid, my father was my coach. Football and my father taught me respect and hard work. I turned 18 years old this week, and I am proud to play for Club America, which I think is the best team in Mexico. My dream is to someday wear the colors of my country in the World Cup, maybe in Mexico. I know, it's a big dream, but I remember the advice of my father. If you work hard, your dreams will come true. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Diego. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Carlos Cordero, President of the U.S. Federation. On behalf of the people of the United States, where today more of us are playing football than ever before, it's an honor to speak with you. Our journey to experience a World Cup in North America does not end with the final match. It includes the incredible opportunity that our united bid represents for our entire football family. With an expected 5.8 million tickets sold, the world's largest sponsorship market, and match times for every time zone in the world, we expect record profits for FIFA of $11 billion. In other words, it will be our honor to host the most extraordinary World Cup ever. But what does this mean for our football family? It means a bold new legacy. It will inspire a new generation of players and fans from the Caribbean to North America, which would also give a tremendous boost to the global game. Around the world, it means more funds for programs like FIFA Forward to develop football across all our countries. More investment in new pitches, new facilities, developing the next generation of players, from the Americas to Europe, from Africa to the Middle East to Asia and Oceania. Finally, it's a legacy, a model for the future, where even more nations can come together to co-host a 48-country World Cup. More football for more people in more countries than ever before. Football for all. Ladies and gentlemen, here's one last look at our vision.
There's a game played in every corner of the world, cherished by all. Football brings us together for sport, but makes us friends for life. And the best way to make this experience even better is to share it with even more people. In 2026, we can create a bold new legacy for players, for fans, and for football by hosting a FIFA World Cup that is more inclusive, more universal than ever. Not because of who we are as nations, but because of what we believe in as neighbors. To bid together, countries come together. United 2026 can deliver the most memorable, inspirational FIFA World Cup in history. Because football for all isn't just a promise, it's our commitment to the world. To share the FIFA World Cup on every pitch, in every football-loving country. united 2026. Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Our people are ready. Our nations are ready. And we are excited to welcome the world.
President Infantino, Presidents, General Secretaries, dear friends. Today, you will decide who hosts the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Our three nations understand the power of football to bring the world together because football has brought us together. We will be humbled to have your support and honored, deeply honored to welcome you to a World Cup in 2026 that shapes football for generations to come. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much to the representatives of the United bid. And whilst they go back to your seats, I would kindly ask the representatives of the second bid, of the Morocco bid, to come on stage and to make their presentation to the members of the Congress. Please.
Behind the majesty of its landscapes, there is a country with a heart beating for football. A country where football is more than a sport, a reason to enjoy unique moments. Moments of sharing, celebration, emotions, moments of life. A progressive African country in a rising African continent. Today, Morocco is bidding for hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Rooted in Africa, but only a few kilometers away from Europe, enjoying great weather and modern and efficient infrastructure, Morocco offers ideal conditions for all. As a major African hub, Morocco is one of the most welcoming countries, offering by far the most convenient time slots for games to take place. Thanks to its capacity, teams and supporters will be able to travel quickly and safely to the host cities. Supporters will taste the legendary Moroccan hospitality in stunning hotel settings, ranging from the most luxurious palaces to charming guest houses. What makes a successful World Cup is, of course, beautiful stadiums. We designed stadiums for this World Cup, but also for the future, featuring an innovative concept, the modular stadium. With these unique features, we would host a very limited carbon footprint World Cup in 2026, as well as a very profitable one, with $5 billion profit for FIFA. Now, we have the opportunity to make history. Making history by choosing a continent that has only once hosted the World Cup in almost 100 years. Making history by a legacy of hope and opportunity to younger generations in Morocco and Africa. Let's make history together. Together for Africa, for Morocco, and the world. Together for one goal.
Monsieur le Président, Mesdames et Messieurs, chers amis, permettez-moi tout d'abord de vous remercier pour nous avoir reçus souvent dans votre pays avec toute notre équipe d'ambassadeurs et de nous avoir fait confiance. Cette candidature du Maroc est une candidature particulière. C'est une candidature de toute une nation. Je voudrais vous dire que le roi du Maroc, nos deux parlements, l'ensemble de nos syndicats,
chambers of parliament,
notre
all of our
société civile,
unions,
tous
and
se
civil
sont
society
mobilisés
all have
derrière
rallied
cette
behind this
candidature
cause.
et se sont engagés
And
par
they
écrit
have
auprès de la
committed
FIFA pour cela.
also
Tout un peuple
in
s'est
writing
engagé
to FIFA.
derrière cette
An entire
candidature
people
avec des
is
sondages
backing
qui
up
donnent
this candidacy with
97% de la population
surveys saying that
favorable à
97%
cette
of the
Coupe du Monde
population is
2026.
in favor of hosting the
Le Maroc
2026
a
World Cup.
démontré sa capacité
Morocco
de réaliser
has
des infrastructures
demonstrated its
d'envergure.
capacity, its ability
Ces
to
capacités ont
build
évidemment
state-of-the-art
été
infrastructures.
validées par les équipes de la
These
FIFA,
capacities
mais
have
bien
been,
au-delà.
installations
Je voudrais
have been
vous citer
validated by the technological
quelques
study
projets
group of
stratégiques
FIFA.
qui ont été
I would
réalisés
just
dans
like to
notre
touch
pays,
upon a
que ce soit
couple
le
of
TGV
strategic
qui lie l'Europe
infrastructure
à l'Afrique ou le port de Tanger,
projects, for
qui est un
example,
des
the
principaux
bullet train
ports
that
du
links
pourtour
Europe
méditerranéen.
to
La
Africa, and
production
also
d'énergie
the
solaire
port of
est aussi
Tanger,
un
which
projet
is the
stratégique parce que
modern,
nous avons
most modern
les
port
plus importantes
on the
stations
shores
de
of the
production
Mediterranean. We have
énergétique
also
renouvelable du monde.
invested very much
La
in
capacité financière
renewable
du
energy
Royaume du
sources.
Maroc,
The
en
financial
effet, n'est plus aussi à
abilities
démontrer,
of
car
the
les
Kingdom of
engagements
Morocco
internationaux
need no
ont
further
toujours été
demonstration
honorés
because
par le Royaume du
the
Maroc, et le Royaume du Maroc n'a jamais failli à ses engagements. Je voudrais vous
Kingdom of
citer à
Morocco
titre
has
d'exemple
never
la ligne de
failed in
précaution
committing
aussi
and
du
keeping up
FMI qui
its
dépasse les 6 milliards de dollars
commitments.
et qui n'a jamais été utilisée. C'est
The
vous
credit
dire
line, for example,
que
of
la
the
santé
International
financière
Monetary
de ce pays-là,
Fund
qui,
was
pour
never
certains, aurait
used
pu
to the tune of $6
se poser des
billion.
questions, n'est plus à démontrer.
So the
Le Maroc
financial metal does not need
est un des
further
pays les plus sécurisés
substantiation.
au monde,
Morocco
les
is one
plus
of the
sécures du monde.
one
Et
of the
ceci
most safest
est
countries in the
démontré
world, and
par
this
les
is also
organismes
shown by
internationaux
the
les plus
international
sérieux, et en particulier
organizations,
les
also
organismes
the,
américains qui ont une vraie
in
avancée
particular, also
sur la notation
American
de ces différents points. Par
organizations
exemple,
that keep
les
score
armes
of these
sont formellement
particular
interdites
categories.
au Maroc.
For
Et c'est
example,
pour nous un point
weapons
important.
are
Chaque année,
formally
des millions
banned
de
in
touristes,
Morocco.
des millions
It's very
de
important
touristes
for us because
sont reçus au Maroc
every
en
day
toutes ces
and
villes.
every year, actually millions of tourists
Le
come to
Maroc
Morocco.
propose une
Morocco
Coupe du Monde 2026
offers to
profitable
host
pour la
a
FIFA.
World Cup 2026 that
Profitable pour la
is
FIFA, 2 fois
profitable
plus
for FIFA.
que la rentabilité de l'édition
Twice
au
as
Brésil.
profitable, actually, as
Mais nous
the
avons fait
profits achieved
attention.
in Brazil.
Nous avons essayé
But
de mettre
we
le
have
curseur au bon
been
niveau.
diligent and
Parce qu'on a voulu
also
garder
careful in
l'accessibilité
our
à tous les
projections
fans
because
et à
we
toutes
want to
les bourses.
ensure
Nous
access
n'avons
to
pas
all
souhaité
walks of
mettre
life
des
and to
montants
all the fans
importants
and to
pour
all
les
the
tickets.
budgets.
Toutes
We
les
didn't want
garanties
to
ont été
raise
données
ticket prices to
par
the extreme.
l'État
So all of
marocain
the
et encore une
guarantees
fois
have
par
been
écrit à la
also forwarded in writing
Les
to
valeurs que
FIFA
prône le Maroc,
by
y
Morocco.
compris pour cette Coupe du Monde, ce sont des valeurs
The
de
values that
partage,
Morocco proposes
d'ouverture
is
et de
that
tolérance.
are those of
En
opening,
effet,
of
tous les fans
sharing
auront
and tolerance.
évidemment leur
All
visa
of the fans
pour
will,
aller
quite
assister à
obviously,
cette Coupe
this
du
goes without saying,
Pour
receive
nous, une Coupe
visas
du
in
Monde
order
est
to
un
travel.
moment
For us,
propice pour
the
créer
World
des
Cup
ponts,
is
pour que
a
l'ensemble des
unique
pays
opportunity
puissent
to
vivre
create
un moment
bridges so that
important de joie et de
the
bonheur.
entire
Et c'est ce
countries
que nous
and
nous
those who
proposons
participate can
d'organiser pour la Coupe
fully
du Monde
engage
2026.
in a shared experience of joy. And that is what we're
À
proposing
part
for
cela, nous
2026.
souhaitons laisser un
Above and
héritage
beyond that, we want to
structurel
leave
important
an
qui peut changer la
important
destinée
legacy
de toute une
in
nation.
terms of
Nous avons dans ce
structure as well
cadre-là
and infrastructure
proposé
that
des
will
concepts
help the development
complètement
of the entire
innovants pour
country. We've had
structure de ces stades
completely
qui puissent
innovative
garder et en tout
concepts
cas
also
éliminer ces fameux
for
éléphants blancs. En effet,
the
le mondial
building of
peut
stadia
contribuer à
and to
l'inclusion.
avoid the
Avant de
phenomenon
passer la
of
parole
the
au
white
président de la
elephant.
fédération,
So
permettez-moi de
before
donner
leaving
la
the
parole
floor
quelques
to the
secondes
president
à deux
of
joueurs de
the federation, I would now like
africains
to
avec nous. Et je vous
allow
remercie.
two African players, two players who have joined us in this bid, to take the floor.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to sit on the existing protocol. For us Africans, football is life. Football is beyond infrastructures and the zeros that come out of it. Will Morocco be ready for 2026 for the world? Yes. I was blessed to be in the World Cup in '94. And on the streets, people were asked who Armando Maradona was. And nobody knew who Maradona was. And if that World Cup would be played then or now, a 5-year-old child on the street or in a village in Africa will tag behind his back a number 10 of Mercy or a number 10 of Mo Salah or number 7 of Ronaldo. That's how passionate we are about football. For a lot of you, football is just football. To we we Africans football is religion. And that's how we see it. In your hearts, you should make the right decision. It's not just about who is voting. It's about the continent and the world, the people that loves football. Because your vote will make a difference to the next generation. Vote for a continent that gives you the superstars that you display that comes out of the African continent. Thank you very much, and vote with your heart. Vote for Africa.
Bonjour à tous, je me présente,
Good morning, everyone.
Fadiga, ancien joueur de la DIREKTE, de l'Inter de Milan et de Bolton entre autres. Moi j'ai eu la chance de quitter la France, le Sénégal lorsque j'avais 6 ans pour la France. Mais beaucoup de mes jeunes frères, beaucoup de mes compatriotes sénégalais et africains n'ont pas eu cette chance-là. Bon, aujourd'hui je me mets aujourd'hui devant vous pour justement parler de ce que Daniel vient juste de dire, c'est-à-dire le football, l'amour et la passion que le continent africain a pour le football. Aujourd'hui je me mets devant vous justement pour vous solliciter, parce que le monde a été créé grâce aussi, surtout au continent africain. Le continent africain a donné tout au monde. Et je pense qu'aujourd'hui, vous qui êtes là, qui prenez la décision justement de faire comprendre aux gens que le football n'est pas seulement une histoire d'argent ou de finances, mais aussi une histoire de passion, une histoire d'enthousiasme. Sur ce continent africain, nous n'avons pas beaucoup, mais nous avons ça, nous avons le bonheur, la joie de pouvoir justement vous recevoir sur notre continent, parce que le continent africain, cette compétition pour laquelle nous combattons pour 2026 n'est pas seulement pour le Maroc, c'est pour tout le continent africain, c'est pour tout le monde. Vous qui aimez le football, l'Afrique vous a tout donné.
Africa has given everything to us, to you, and I do believe that it's time to pay back to Africa in a way and to give to Africa. Thank you very much.
Nous avons un petit film de quelques
We have
secondes à vous
a
passer.
small
Merci.
clip of just a couple of seconds that we would like to screen now.
My Morocco is a tata.
Morocco is born. Energetic. And strong. Focus on the future.
And building a legacy for the next generation.
We are ready.
To make a history with passion.
I vote for Morocco.
Vote for Morocco.
We vote Morocco.
Vote Morocco.
Vote for Morocco.
Vote for Morocco.
Vote for Morocco.
Vote for Morocco.
Morocco counts on your vote.
Je me présente, c'est M. Fouzi-Lekza, président de la Fédération des réalisations sportives d'infrastructures réalisées au Maroc, sous la conduite de Sa Majesté le Roi, que Dieu le glorifie. J'essaie quand même d'évoquer les raisons sportives footballistiques de notre candidature, la candidature du Maroc. Cette candidature, il porte aujourd'hui l'espoir d'une jeunesse de notre pays qui a espéré déjà 5 reprises d'organiser cette Coupe du Monde. Il porte l'espoir d'une jeunesse africaine qui jusqu'à aujourd'hui n'a eu l'occasion que de démontrer son talent sur les pelouses. Ce sont aujourd'hui les valeurs du football, les raisons d'une Coupe du Monde
reasons, actually, for World Cup that we are trying to achieve together with a clear conscience. It is the African youth that calls out to you today to give it hope, and allow them to organize a World Cup of such dimension. Of course, you can talk about the variables in financial calculation. The average price for a ticket in Morocco is $230, and that is what we believe the threshold that is necessary for the fans to have access to the tickets, so that everybody can also have access to football. And if we tweak these variables, of course we can increase profit. That is obviously important for FIFA, but it is not the reason for existence of FIFA either. Today, as I've said, in this, and all of the facets of it, it is much more important. This candidacy offers a space and a capacity where the distance, maximum distance between the venues would be 550 kilometers, and where distances can be traveled and covered in 2 hours maximum. And we offer possibilities for the teams to work in the best conditions, and we also offer the fans to rejoice also and to see the matches in the best possible conditions and the maximum numbers of matches also, because that is their reason to come to the country, is to celebrate football. In addition, our continent that, as we speak, calls upon the football family with all the required responsibility, and that nurtures the hope to host this World Cup, has only had this opportunity once in the history. Over more than 20 World Cups organized already, and against that background, Africa and African youth have only hosted it once in that entire history. Now we're asking for a second chance to show our abilities, but also to allow us allow you to accompany us in the development of football, first and foremost, but also in the development of our societies. That is our joint responsibility, and I believe that the football family, the youth in Africa, have enriched and contributed to the football family with their talent, and they appeal to an important principle in football, which is its universality. Long live football, and long live the values of football. Thank you. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I ask the Moroccan delegation to take again their place, and we move on. Before going to the vote, I would like to ask the Secretary General to walk the Congress through the bidding process and give a summary of the bidding report produced by the task force for your information. Please, Fatma.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to present the 2026 bidding process and the key highlights of the report prepared by the task force. Following the decision of the 67th FIFA Congress on 11 May 2017, the FIFA administration launched the first phase of the bidding process for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. As part of FIFA enhanced bidding process, which centers around the key principles of transparency, objectivity, and participation, FIFA introduced a number of important measures. One of these important measures included the establishment of a dedicated task force responsible for conducting the evaluation of all bids received. This task force was appointed by the FIFA Council at its meeting in Calcutta, India, in October 2017, and comprised key members of the FIFA committees and administration. Following the submission of both bids on 16 March 2018, the task force conducted a detailed review of the bid, carefully analyzing the documentation provided, and arising from this review, a comprehensive process was undertaken with numerous requests for clarification and further information to better understand and reconcile the initial information submitted. To complement this understanding on paper, the task force and the FIFA administration also conducted visits to the bidding countries in mid-April. There were also follow-up missions conducted by the FIFA administration in late April and mid-May 2018. The intense evaluation process has resulted in the robust and carefully considered bid evaluation report, which was shared with you in advance of the Congress. The integrity of the bidding process and this bid evaluation report has been further reinforced by the findings of the independent audit company, BDO, which did not identify any indication of non-compliance with the bidding process rules, and their report has been also distributed to you for information prior to this gathering. The two bids present different propositions in terms of scale. The Morocco bid proposes 14 stadiums in 12 cities, with 2 stadiums in Casablanca and Marrakesh each, and the United bid proposes 23 stadiums in 23 cities spread across these 3 countries, from which 16 will be selected. In terms of the status of stadium infrastructure, 5 of the existing stadiums in the Morocco bid are due for renovation, while the remaining 9 are to be built. The United bid presented 17 existing stadiums, with 6 stadiums due for renovation. On the commercial front, both bidders predict healthy revenue projection, with the Morocco bid projecting $7.2 billion, while the United bid projects $14.3 billion. For the first time, FIFA assessed the bid submitted in accordance with a scoring system developed by the task force in line with parameters approved by the FIFA Council. This was applied to 9 key infrastructural and commercial criteria, ranging from stadiums and facilities to team and referees to accommodation and transport, with a score from 0 to 5 awarded. The FIFA Council also approved the relative weighting of each criteria, and these were applied to achieve the overall average score for the technical evaluation. Based on the assessment of the task force, the Morocco bid received an overall average score of 2.7, and the United bid received a score of 4.0. The bid were also subject to a risk assessment covering all key topics of the bid, and this assessment goes beyond the technical criteria and includes topics such as legal, safety and security, health and medical, and of course sustainability, human rights and environment protection. The risk rating that the respective bid have received are displayed on the slide that we have in front of you. Today, FIFA is proud to present such a comprehensive and objective evaluation report in line with the overriding objective of developing football and securing the best possible hosting conditions. We hope that this report help to support the delegates of the Congress in their final decision on the host. Thank you very much for your attention. The floor is back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much to the Secretary General for this report. So I think now all the information is there, everything is in front of you. I would suggest that we go straight to the vote. You have your electronic devices ready, and I hand over then to the Secretary General for the procedure.
Thank you very much. Before we pass on to the vote, let me just share with you very quick information. Of the 210 member associations present and eligible to vote, 7 members have recused their voting rights as per the provision of FIFA Circular 1632. Those 7 countries who cannot vote today include the 4 bidders, but also the Guam Football Association, la Federación Puertorriqueña de Fútbol, and the U.S. Virgin Islands Soccer Federation, meaning that we have 203 members present and entitled to vote, 0 member being suspended. So the instruction is as follows. Do you want to award the right to host the 2026 FIFA World Cup final competition to the bid submitted by the Morocco Football Association, called Morocco Bid, to the joint bid submitted by the Canada Soccer Association, the Mexican Football Association, and the United States Soccer Federation, called United Bid, or to none of the bid, called none of the bids, thus reopening the bidding process, excluding the 4-member association having already submitted the bid. If you vote in favor of Morocco, press Morocco bid. If you vote in favor of the joint or united bid, press united bid. If you don't want to select any of the bid and press none of the bid. If you want to abstain, meaning you don't want to vote, please don't touch your e-voting system. And the vote starts now. You have 15 seconds. Don't forget to submit. Vote closed. Now let's wait for the results. The results are ready, and I'm giving back the floor to FIFA President to announce the winning bidder.
Thank you very much, Secretary General. So we have a winner for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The member associations of Canada, Mexico and USA have been selected by the FIFA Congress to host the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Thank you.
Dear delegate, ladies and gentlemen, silence in the room, please.
I would like to ask now the representatives of the United Bid to come on stage, please, and the President of CONCACAF, please.
Mr. President, we can announce at the same time the result. Morocco beat got 65 votes, or 33%. United beat got 134 votes, or 67%. And none of the bid got 1 or 1%.
So
the floor is back to you, Mr. President.
In thanking as well very much the whole delegation of the Morocco bid who did an extraordinary job, shukran, I would like to give the floor to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 representatives of the United bid, please.
Sorry, it's a bit emotional for us today. Thank you, President Infantino, fellow presidents, general secretaries, and everyone in our FIFA family. On behalf of our United Bid, Canada, Mexico, and my country, the United States, thank you so very much for this incredible honor. Thank you for entrusting us with this privilege, the privilege of hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2026. We want to convey our appreciation as well to the FIFA administration and your staff, President Infantino, especially the task force, who worked so hard over this entire process. Let us also salute our friends from Morocco. At the end of the day, we are all united in football. That's the spirit of the World Cup. The beautiful game transcends borders and cultures. Football today is the only victor. And in that spirit, we wish our Russian hosts and all the teams competing here this month the very best of luck. Thank you all again very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going now to project on the widescreen the vote by country. And these results are going to be also available in the next minutes in the FIFA.com website. Thank you for your attention. President, the floor is back to you.
Thank you, Fatma. Item number... Okay. I understand the Moroccan bid has requested to take the floor. The floor is yours, Mr. Fouzi.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Au nom de la Fédération royale marocaine de football, je tiens quand même à féliciter mes collègues présidents de la Fédération des États-Unis, du Mexique et du Canada, en leur souhaitant bon courage pour organiser effectivement une Coupe du Monde allant dans la trajectoire
effectively organize the World Cup and to further the path of development of football. I also wish to congratulate FIFA for the conduct of this process that was long but also very enriching experience. And also congratulations to the President for what you have done in order to make things move towards more transparency and more inclusion. And I would just like to reaffirm the determination of my country, Morocco, to continue to work for football, to work for the youth, and also to realize someday our dream to host the World Cup in Morocco. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup,
Thank you,
Monsieur le Président. Merci
Mr. President.
pour vos paroles.
Thank you for those words that are really move us.
Okay,
Thank you.
agenda item 14, the next FIFA Congress. Fatma?
Thank you, Mr. President. The next FIFA Congress is scheduled to take place in Paris on June 5th, 2019. And it will be also an elective Congress. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just before coming to the closing remarks, let's have a look at another video who shows what FIFA actually and what we all stand for. Have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, this is what we are about. This is FIFA, this is FIFA living football, because this is really how we feel. We don't just play football, we don't just work in football, we are not just passionate about football, we don't just breathe football, we are really living football. And in these concluding remarks, I would like to start by saying that FIFA today is, without the shadow of a doubt, a very strong and solid organization. As strong and solid as it probably never has been. And going forward, FIFA, in its position, wants, of course, to continue working with all of you. We will stay very close to the Ocean's 11, to OSC in this difficult moment. I was saying this to Lambert, we are with you. We are not beside you, we are with you. In Asia, one goal, there are also some interesting projects for the future, and FIFA wants to be side by side cooperating for the good of Asian football. We have been playing several of our competitions in the last year in Asia, and it has always been a success, and there is a great potential for the future. En Afrique aussi, on l'a dit et on l'a répété, on investit. On investit des ressources humaines, on investit de l'expertise et on va faire la différence en Afrique. Parce que c'est vrai, c'est l'heure de faire la différence. Et on va travailler pour ça avec la CAF et la FIFA. Of course, in Europe as well, we care about football. So we work hard together to make football better. The One CONCACAF project, which has been launched recently, as well with a very catching name, is also something that we need to embrace in order to move forward all together. Y por supuesto, hablando de fútbol, no se puede no hablar de Sudamérica y de CONMEBOL, del corazón, de la pasión, de la vida, y vamos también a seguir este camino juntos que hemos empezado hace 2 años. So in this conclusion, I would like to talk to you about leadership. Leadership, for me, is first of all to listen to all of you. But leadership, for me, is also to act. A leader must have a vision. And we have a vision for FIFA. We've published a document as well with the vision FIFA 2.0. We are transforming FIFA, we are projecting FIFA in the new era. Not only with football, competitions, ideas, youth, clubs, national teams, boys, girls, men, women, but of course also with a digital transformation which will help and assist all associations in the world. You need to have a vision, but then you need as well to have concrete projects and concrete plans, because you need to deliver this vision. And of course, I understand that when you have a vision and when you have plans and you want to deliver them, this can be disruptive. But on the other side, it's also the only way to bring us forward. Because as I said, the first point a leader has to care about is to listen. And that's what we will do and what I am doing. I think that the leader has to bring clarity, decisiveness, courage, passion, and humility. And as such, we will take all the time needed to discuss, to consult, to continue shape the future of world football with all of you, all our member associations here present, and with all the stakeholders who are also here present, the leagues, the clubs, the players, everyone, our partners. We work together and we move forward. And with all this in mind, I would like hereby to announce to all of you, the members of FIFA who have elected me 2 years and 4 months ago, that yes, I will be standing for re-election next year on the 5th of June in Paris. Thank you very much. Official opening of IBC. Thank you very much. So before declaring the Congress closed, I would like to invite you all for a lunch which will be offered here in this Expo Center. I don't know if there or there, but you will find it out. Somebody will guide you to the lunch. Enjoy the lunch. See you tonight and see you tomorrow. Enjoy the World Cup. Thank you very much. The Congress is closed.